know you want me.
All right, well, dating during the holidays can be a little tricky for couples who have yet to have the talk. Navigating the murky social conventions of family parties and gifts can be a little tricky. But don't be put off. We've got some tips to help your relationship survive the weeks ahead in the holiday season.
Yeah, here to shed some light on how to avoid making some mistakes here. Local professional matchmaker Erica Kaibartis from It's Just Lunch Chicago. Thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. Yeah.
Are the holidays a good time to meet somebody, or do you think we should let the holidays go and then start up again January 2nd?
Well, the holidays are so great. Maybe. The holidays are so great. It's so much fun and festive, and there's so many more opportunities to meet people because there's so many extra parties and celebrations. However, with the holidays, it can be a little hectic, and there are a lot of distractions. So if you're maybe not ready to focus on that new somebody, then just have fun until the new year. Maybe you should wait till the second.
No, I'm happily
The folks
married.
are right. You know, they're lonely around the holidays. I mean, it's how you look at it, right?
Exactly.
Right.
You got a whole pool of single people who are ready to mingle.
Any common mistakes that people make around the holidays?
You know, I think one of the things that I kind of just want to give advice on or don'ts of the holidays. So definitely my first advice is to mingle as a single. So just because you maybe don't have a date this holiday season doesn't mean you have to be a Grinch. So do get out there and accept every and all invitations to any party, any celebration. If you're doing the same thing with the same people every day, you're never going to meet anyone new.
Right.
So get out of that holiday funk and put yourself out there. And don't fall into the holiday blues. So that's really important. It's actually something I'm talking a lot with my It's Just Lunch clients about right now. Try not to be negative. It can be a little lonely for singles at the holidays, but you need to pull yourself out of that funk and be really positive. And that's so attracted to the opposite sex too, that positivity.
Nice.
So if you are dating, where do you go from there? I mean, if it's kind of a new relationship, that can be kind of tricky to navigate in terms of like gifts and stuff, right?
Oh, yes. So when it comes to gift giving, it really can take a budding relationship into a nosedive really quickly. So do make sure that you talk about giving gifts before it happens.
Right.
It could be, you know,
It's so
awkward.
awkward, right?
Like set a price, right? Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here.
You want to know what it's like dating this guy? Let's just get this out in the open. Are we going 20 to 30 or are we going 20 to 40? What are we doing, babe?
Because you know what? I don't want to impress you with, you know, a $500 gift and then you're gone by Valentine's Day. Or I got to buy another one on Valentine's Day.
Well, that's the don't. If you do decide to give gifts with each other, if you do buy something really extravagant, that other person might think maybe it's a little more serious than it should be, and they might get a little, maybe want to pump the brakes on the relationship. So do set expectations. It might be a little awkward talking about it, but just say, hey, you can be more playful. Hey, are we getting gifts this year? What are we doing?
What do you think the time limit is? Like, have you been dating a month? Does that warrant a Christmas present? 2 weeks? You know, what do you think?
I think if you've been dating, if you've been on about 3 dates, then you have to get somebody something. Okay. Especially if you're a man, I would definitely take the first step and just say, oh, I'm going to get you a little something this year. But I think even if you've been together, you know, 12 years, you have to get something, obviously.
You'd be paying for half the dinner anyway.
Maybe. It depends on the relationship.
I would give you some Chipotle gift certificates. That's what I would give you.
Exactly.
Office etiquette, really quickly.
Yes. So when it comes to office parties this year, they're coming up quickly. So make sure, depending on where you are in the relationship, it might be kind of awkward to bring someone to an office party. It could be something a small affair where it might not be a good idea to bring them along if you're going to be talking shop. Especially if they're new, you have to introduce them to everyone. So definitely make sure that it's going to be a good time for them to bring them. You never know. It could get a little crazy. It might be fun to bring them to a more crazy event than something more intimate.
Or leave them at home and hurt their feelings. That's your alternative.
Well, and that's the thing. Don't be offended if you're not invited to the holiday party. It really is not an indicator that your relationship is doomed.
Too soon for that. What about family? Do we have time? Because
family's important. Yeah, family and romance don't always mix. So make sure that you're ready to take that next step. And I'm sure some people know from yesterday, Thanksgiving, you know, a dinner can be exhausting enough. So don't overstay your welcome. If you do decide to go visit the family, make sure that you bring something, first of all, because that's important. Always bring a hostess gift. But don't overstay. You know, take a break. Get out of the room with your partner.
Very, very
Don't
good.
drink too much.
Oh, that too.
Yeah,
important.
we really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you
Some
so
excellent
much.
advice here. To get more tips, or if you're looking for an alternative to online dating, check out itsjustlunchchicago.com.